Once again, we're back with L.A Noire. I got a little bit disgusted with this one, but first, a drink. While I don't read walkthroughs in general, or like doing so, I was really curious when I woke up about this one. Trivia does give fun facts here, such as two ones that are very important in this one. The player is given a handicap in the arsonist is shown from the back, putting tools in the back of the van during the cutscene when leaving the Instaheat building. While his face is invisible, his hair is, and he's clearly a different man than either of the two main suspects. Additionally, the van is clearly a Chevrolet, and not international D series Instaheat model. Therefore, the player ends the case knowing that neither of the final suspects are guilty. Yeah, that's fun. It gets better though. This case is arguably unfair from a gameplay perspective, since the evidence against Varley is at least as strong as Ryan, but unlike the similar two suspect cases in the homicide desk, where similarly neither suspect is the real perpetrator, the game considers charging Varley a fail. Yeah. Loving cases are like this.
Mal, you gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and two kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
So,
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
probably they do. Carbs shouldn't not be related, but the Instaheat things should probably be around here. This doghouse, I doubt there's any evidence there. That's an American football, I do know that much. Shed, it's probably not used.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Yeah, well, shit.
Hurry, you can still catch him!
Well, that was... yeah, you know. It doesn't really
Stop!
matter.
LAPD!
See,
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
Come on, you.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're naughty, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Nothing out of the unusual.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito collar. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
It's probably not going to win me any awards, but I might as well go to Stefan's Faust Fire.
Officer needs help, 103 MD.
Cases like these are generally not my favorites. Especially when I do know enough to say that these are not the main suspects that would be on the case. I mean, they are interesting in getting out the introductions and kind of thing out of the way, but they're beyond that. They don't have serve much purpose in the plot, other than usually bark at the player or the player character at the very least for judgmental reasons. Although, yeah, it's understandable considering Cole was in fact cheating. Which I, like I said, did say in the last video, I do not approve of.
11K, go ahead.
11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the Interstate Bus Station at Beverly and Union. Code 2.
What's the situation?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
Beyond the suspects. I'm guessing they didn't want them dead. Despite being dead.
We don't want any civilian casualties.
Yeah, Sam, it's gonna hurt for you.
On the floor.
Oh, wrong person. Oh, that's mixed up. Well, I Not a racy street crime. Well, that was a bit buggy.
Can you drive to this one?
And street, and no street crime at the yet. At least there might be a second one, but I'm probably gonna pick it up.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Stefan's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
No doubt you cannot interact with the civilians in this one.
Dead lady they found under the train?
Ah, this is the stuff I was looking for.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Something here.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Pray. I'm honestly not surprised in that fact. It's not gonna help us.
I doubt it.
Maybe it might be a size 8, Cole. I really doubt the Dahlia will return. But you never know. It's highly unlikely since they have not brought him up anymore. Probably a probably a bit of a tutorial kind of thing. Or something to follow future procedure with.
Incidental.
Indeed.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Sure, I can believe that.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Well, that's what makes sense.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about it. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
So,
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for me?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
I am a bit busy, so this one might be a much shorter one to stream. Probably won't be enough time to do another case. Probably won't even finish this one today if I do have time or not.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Gulliver's Travel Agency, it seems, has to have a source of some description. After that, we drive. And drive. And drive. At least there's no gas mileage trophies for driving a specific distance. Those ones are annoying. Although they can be sorted out as time goes on. Mannequins at the window, I see.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Steffens.
There's two names I need to find on this book. But no doubt they put them on different pages.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Promotional travel.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Yeah, screw it, doubt.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there was supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
But didn't you just tell me about them?
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions. Thanks for your help. No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Back in those days, that used to be big money, or so I hear.
You know the way. You can drive.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go?
Yeah, well, let's forget about that part.
You're behind the wheel.
Oh. No.
Where to? Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
To be honest, this part there's an asshole as well. It's just like the all the other ones. Although I do like him more than the others, at least. Better than Roy. Did I mistakenly thought his name was Ray? Don't know how I kept fucking that up.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
So yeah, is this on this one? Yeah, drive past him and keep going. Not hearing any notifications about anything.
Oh, for God's sakes! Damn you!
So yeah, I'm not seeing any street crime, so let's let the partner drive. You do know the way, after all. From what I estimate, I probably slept like 8 hours without interruption. At least I don't remember any interruption. Not even brief ones.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Okay, I'm not detecting anything else for a while here.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Fires. Interesting subject, that one. Although I'm not an expert.
Brother!
So, guess the fire station can't be too far away. Yeah, it's not far. If we get a street crime one that would be great. I doubt we'll get a street crime.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Yeah, we went over that.
And it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
I doubt this will be correct.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Well, I'm guessing we need to get this over here so that the thing will actually light. I'm guessing... Oh, no, leave that alone, Phelps. Oh, you asshat. Put that over here. Let's try this.
Regulators in position.
That was not difficult. Oh, no, leave that alone. That was pure guesswork.
Try again, Boy Scout.
I don't blame them for putting in a patrol just for that, but if they would, that would be pretty hilarious. At least I don't remember stuff like Resident Evil 7 and 882 doing just that for the player's sake. This one, yeah.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Okay, maybe not so easy as I thought. Although it's still not that difficult. But I am getting on the right track by the looks of it.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Yeah, he told me at the last minute.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Thanks, genius. I already know. I kind of figured that out.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Even if that had more, let you know. No, it was pretty easy, but to be honest, I mean there was only 3 parts to move around, so the amount of puzzle element there was only so much.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
The InstaHeat factory by the looks of it.
Joe?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with. Please!
Yeah, that evidence is a good one to have. Though we know the department likes their evidence getting lost. Oh, that was not a street crime. There we go. Okay, you can drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Entry unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is 11K, we'll handle the 211.
11K, roger. Your 211 is at Booze Brothers Cafe, 522 South Hill Street, 11K, handle code 3.
I don't like the look of this.
So...
You know the drill. Hand over your money or get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy. Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2...
LAPD! Try shooting someone with a gun of his own.
Oh, we're doing this again, huh?
Senseless.
Yep, it is pretty much senseless. Some people need the money though, however. There's that buggy animation again. Well, this car
Can you
looks
drive to this one?
something we have not driven. Gotta check just in case if there's any street crimes along the way. There usually is not a third one. Then again, we probably don't get the calls. We're not in a civilian car anyway. This is probably is decent. Yeah, screw that.
You know the way. You can drive.
You watched the Ham and Galahad fight. Some mess that was. Anyway, that's the kind of talking about.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office. Sure. Can you please speak to the manager?
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Would not be surprised by that.
What on earth is that man doing?
So what next?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
I'm out of here. What the hell?
Anything I can collect for inspection?
I swear, this town is going straight to hell. Try that again, asshole.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
I bet you did not.
That's him? That's the best we could do for a policeman in this city?
This town's dangerous.
So they all walk around routine with this one to get anything I can get from these. They usually don't help a whole lot, but they could help being connected.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Sure.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Okay.
How many guys would know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Yay.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I guess it will be doubt.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
So I've heard.
It's a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I'm gonna suck the hell out of you.
No, 1247.
Those civilians are just pissed off. Oh, what the hell?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
So what the hell? That's like 4 suspects.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
I'm guessing they showed the warrant off screen.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, let's go that foot again. Okay.
some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Agreed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's all as a wrench and a screwdriver. Not much else. I highly doubt they would keep those at work.
A company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Oh, God. You don't have to close the whole thing, you know, for every object.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
That is suspicious. Still know he's not a guy, though.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I guess Clemens, because we don't know Ryan and Varley are innocent, despite having the most credible evidence. So he's at it again.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Clemens' work site, I suppose.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Knowledge of Varley.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Yeah, well.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. We want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Well, it is the hate.
You're licensed and work for a city?
I contract for them. So what?
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fitter?
I did my time for that.
Bet you did. Knowledge of Ryan.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Oh, don't try that with me.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook.
Now.
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Ray.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Varley's work site, then it is. It's the next best one.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Yeah, that's not promising. And I had one job and I fucked it up on that one. Running towards that piece of wood.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever! You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
This game does not have stamina for running. Oh no, you don't.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Well, this is nearby.
You like to leave your mark, don't you?
Well, you could say that.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard.
Just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said...
Son of a bitch.
So now we have a chase scene. This is ridiculous.
The
damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Get in close and steer him off the tar.
I've probably done more damage than you can even pay, Cole, so you're not one to judge.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
How convenient they land up like this. Otherwise this animation would not happen.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be, Chapman, I think it's one
You're
of the
behind
other
the
2
wheel.
guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
You
Yeah. Oh, now he's a bit bugged because I tried to go in the car for him. He thinks I want to go to a location. But it's towards drive. He's just bugged that he wants to drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You know the way. You can drive. You can drive.
I guess there will be more street crimes in between this one and that one. Although this is a quickie.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Interview 1. So, you're the guy who's probably innocent.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Hell, fuck. 4 questions.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Bad.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I could do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Suburban development.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Probably true.
Let's change the subject. You ever visit Catalina Island?
I went there for my honeymoon.
Yeah.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
So InstaHeat is to blame for all of your problems.
I didn't say that.
This is ridiculous.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Well, we could check, but...
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan?
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all
I think
spared
Ryan
love
is
and
our man.
war.
But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Yeah, this is not great. I didn't get another suspect, but it does not seem to matter in this case. Probably don't have enough evidence.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
So
we have Matthew
put that
Ryan in custody.
failure.
I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
With Sawyer residence.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm
flat out on new installations.
Farley, I can hand you over for extradition now, or you can give me something. What's it gonna be?
I'm giving it to you straight. I've told you all I know.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Yeah, that's a lie. I've ever seen
How
one.
did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Certain redevelopment they should be having.
What'd I tell you? This is stupid. Now, when am I going to be able to get out of here?
Come on.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Yeah.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Well, the mosquito coils are dead.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Oh, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
So we're in the bad choice.
I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
To be honest, I did do very poorly on that, but this is one of those cases where... and yeah, that's quite... It's like I said, this case is arguably unfair. Especially since you never get the chance to question Clemens. Flashback once more. Why are we privileged today?
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him.
He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Elysian, that's a word I've been hearing a lot of as of late.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
I guess he's not very happy to see us.
Ashamed of yourself, young man.
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it? Guy gave his wife.
Same as always, so I'm gonna get to the on-site area and watch the NPCs go for the
You're behind the
again.
wheel.
Oh no. Let me drive this one.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
One of the new housing developments, a couple of weeks from completion, burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry...
Anita in the vicinity. A citizen reports a 459 there now at 38 North Catalina. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Son of a bitch!
So you were saying, Herschel?
Anita in the vicinity. A citizen reports a 459 there now at 38 North Catalina. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
R11K responding.
11K Roger. A 459 there now at 38 North Catalina Street.
So,
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So you were saying, Herschel, before they interrupted you? Awesome. Seems like hitting anything in the middle of this conversation and this thing getting something else has a good chance that they will not resume correctly when interrupted.
Cops! Shit!
Stop! LAPD!
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'm going for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
Yeah, you shoot those tires. That will help.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Trying my best, you know.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Well, this is...
But I'm scared to go to prison, mister. They'll take one look at me and...
Off to jail you go. voice actor in the between the loading of that and this screen.
Can you drive to this one?
Yeah, he does not resume. Awesome. Well, folks, I would like to continue, but like I said, I'm on schedule. More like I don't meet another doctor's appointment. Same stuff about before, about the medicine I need to take and all of that good stuff, so, yeah. It'll be in about an hour or so, or something along those lines, so I need to get ready, as I'll be picked up for going on the site, so, yeah. Till then, folks, I will see you later. Bye for now. That job was terrible.